Somebody please explain to me how we got to the point where men are expected to be damn near perfect.
Okay, so basically, this guy is saying that he's frustrated that men are being held to this perfection standard right now, and women can basically do whatever they want, or so it feels like. And I'm not a woman, and I don't pretend to understand the entirety of the experience of being a woman, but I have a lot of women in my life that I've listened to, and I believe it's important for men who have done such things to communicate directly to other men so we can all hopefully be better. So I'd like to speak to you now, my guy. Okay, so a couple things. So basically, for the entirety of humanity, all of history, women have basically been told to fit into a very tiny box. They've been told to be very quiet. They've been told to be very small. They've been told that their entire lives, their entire being is to be in service of men, people who essentially are us, look like us. You know, you get it. They've also essentially been told that their bodies only exist to please men or to grow more men. And if they, oops, accidentally make a girl, they are to train that girl to be a woman who also lives in servitude of men. See where I'm going? So basically, for the last 100 years or so, women have been clawing and scratching and screaming and dying and protesting just to get the same rights that us men have had for all of eternity. And currently, they still don't have all the rights and privileges that we have, but all the ones that they do have, they are taking and they are running with. So if you see women out there living however they want, dressing however they want, accepting their bodies for the first time in history, eating whatever they want, maybe consider for the first time that this has nothing to fucking do with us. And accept the possibility or the notion that maybe we're not being held to a standard of perfection as much as they have raised their standards and they're not settling for bullshit anymore. Maybe we're not being held to a standard of perfection as much as they're not accepting the breadcrumbs that we've been giving them for an eternity. Instead, they're making their own damn meal to kind of show us what kind of food they expect us to bring to the table. If you pay enough attention right now, you'll see that women are actually leading the way by example on how to live your best life, be the most authentic, love yourself fully, do the work, go to therapy, all the things that we need to be all be doing as humans to be better for humanity. Us men love being inspired and encouraged to be better if it comes from like an athlete or a coach or an artist that we love. But for some reason, we continually have issues if that artist or coach or athlete that we love has a female voice. So instead of asking yourself why you feel like you're being held to a standard of perfection, maybe we need to be asking ourselves why we feel so averse to growth and encouragement and change when it comes from anybody else who doesn't look like us. And maybe we're not being asked to be perfect as much as we're just being asked to stop playing games, to be honest, to be openly communicative, and to let our actions match our words, maybe for the first time in history. It's not a sign of weakness to admit that you don't know everything about everything. You can actually learn a lot by entering into conversations with women out of curiosity and dropping your defensiveness. It's actually pretty powerful.